Hi everyone, Benjaminkitsymons here. I wanted to make a quick video on templates, in particular whether or not you think you should be using a template or not. If you're a composer or a musician and you've already made your mind up on that topic, so you either do or don't use them, then you don't need to watch any more of this video. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the next one if it's more relevant to you. This one's more for maybe someone who's starting out and you don't know, or you see a lot of people talking about them using templates. So for those of you who don't know, a template is kind of what you can see here. This is this one that I have made previously, and it's basically within whatever DAW or DAW you use. You're basically going to preload loads of stuff that you would use typically, maybe all the time. So a couple of pianos, all your main string patches, brass patches, percussion patches, hybrids, you know, sound design, whatever it is you think you would use all the time, you would load into this template. So whenever you start a new project, you have all of that there, right? That makes sense, yeah? So you could do that. Now, I made this template, and I don't think I've ever used it. And I guess that's just because it's not for me. I think I think I like the idea of going into a new project with a totally blank canvas, and I don't want to have it dictated to me that I've got all these sounds available, because then I'm more inclined to automatically use those. And I think that you tend to find that when you're working on a project, what you're trying to achieve initially is to find a new sound, or to find the sound of whatever that project is going to require, which is unlikely to have been preloaded unless it's going to be something that just obviously involves a lot of strings, a lot of piano, and a lot of the obvious stuff that you would use. So I would rather start with nothing. I usually open up a new session and just put 10 blank MIDI channels in, and then start from scratch. You know, start trying to think about what sounds I might like. I might start off by just going through and opening loads of different stuff up, and seeing what I enjoy the sound of. Try and find something new, try and make and change something, or pick up a guitar, or whatever it might be, and then I can build around it, because it might be the case that I have absolutely no requirement for 75–80% of all of this. Well, this one isn't that big by comparison to most people's. It's 74 channels. Sure, that's quite a lot, but if you're not using most of it, it's such a pain in the ass to have to try and find everything that you were doing with, and have all these blank channels there. So I much prefer just having it, you know, a pure block of this is everything that I'm using, with no massive gaps, and that works for me. Maybe it works for you. I don't think that there's a right or wrong way that you should do it. I think that it certainly serves some people. It may later in my life come into some sort of use, but for now, I like to go in it from scratch. And it's likely this video hasn't helped anybody, but I feel good about making it. So cheers for tuning in. See you later.